let's face it, Congress, whether you're in the House or the Senate, you have a lot of responsibilities. But we can basically boil it down to three main responsibilities: writing legislation, reading legislation that other people have written, and then voting on it. When you really drill down to the job of a U.S. representative or senator, those are the three big things, okay? Everything else is kind of whatever, but you at least gotta do two of those three things. Well, Marjorie Taylor Greene admitted publicly, in full transparency, she says, that she didn't actually read that big, beautiful budget bill that she voted for just 2 weeks ago. Didn't read it. But don't worry, folks. Even though she voted for it without reading it, now she has read it and she's freaking the hell out. Because it turns out there's actually a lot of things in there that she doesn't like. And again, she would have known that if she had read it before voting to pass it. But, I can't expect them to do everything. They only got 3 things to do. And she could only do one of those 3 things, which is to vote on it without reading it. She didn't write it. But let's also be crystal clear that this is a bill that's been worked on in the House for months. Okay, you didn't have to sit down the night before the vote and cram it all in at once. You actually could have just read it as it was being written and revised and changed. I know that's a lot of reading, Marge. But you could have done that. But you didn't even do that. So she got on social media this week and said this. Full transparency, I did not know about this section on pages 278 to 279 of the OBBB that strips states of the right to make laws or regulate AI for 10 years. I am adamantly opposed to this, and it is a violation of state rights, and I would have voted no if I would have known this was in there. But there's no way you could have known, right? You just could not have known that this was in the bill you were supposed to read before you voted on. There's nothing you could have done. We have no idea what AI will be capable of in the next 10 years, and giving it free rein and tying states' hands is potentially dangerous, and she's demanding that that part of the bill be stripped out in the Senate. Okay, so you didn't want to do your job, so now you're like, Senate, I messed up. You got to cover for me. You got to do what I refuse to do. If ever the good people of Georgia needed just any excuse whatsoever to vote this woman out of office, this would be it. Okay. Maybe you buy into her conspiracies. I'm assuming, given the margins of which she's constantly reelected, you do believe in her conspiracy theories. Can we at least all agree that if you can't do the job, and she admitted, I can't do the job, I can't read, don't you think that that's a deal breaker? No matter how you feel about her, if you love her, if you hate her, if you love her conspiracy theories, if you hate them, whatever it is, none of that matters. If they're not willing to read the legislation that they're voting on, that alone should cost her her job, voters of Georgia. But you are the only people on the planet that can actually make that happen. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. We got fresh content every day for you. And if you want to follow us across social media, make sure you check out all of the social links that we have posted in the description of this video.